our supply of round timbers, or some of our round timbers. There's some more there. Again, they're different thicknesses, different lengths. And it depends on the projects that we're working on, whether it's round timber trim trails or jungle climbers and things like that. So there are round timbers. Some of these big long boards, you might see them in the floor of a shelter. So a big, huge 6 metre octavian shelter. They have huge floors inside, big benches and things like that. So some of those longer, flatter timbers would be used for picnic benches. These here, what you're seeing is these guys have basically taken everything through that process that we've just walked. So if you think of the ropes, the plastics and the timber, and then they're put all in essentially a pile, because then it's put together like Lego on site, because there's a place for everything and everything has a place. So the holes are drilled in a specific way that a nut or a bolt or a screw might go through.
So thinking like IKEA furniture, but just
a bit like IKEA furniture, yeah, exactly.
Every single thing is just perfectly thought through.
Yeah, exactly. And this is all, you know, if you think about it, going through that machine. So all these timbers are the same length, and they've been through there. And remember the end caps when we were talking about the wastage from the machine? These are the end caps. These are the strengthening corner pieces. Yeah.
Just to think how much work goes into like an operation. Like you just look at a play area, you think it's so simple, and then you look at the operation, it's just suddenly so complicated.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? But you know, that's why we've got 55 staff. You know, it's a big operation just to make that play area really, you know, fabulous, ultimately safe. These are the non-slip surfaces that we were talking about. So this is a set of stepping logs. So there's the anti-slip surfacing. Some of the boards for different clatter bridges and junctions between towers or on a dart. And then also, just to show you as well, there's some of the bigger timbers. And you can see there that this is a swing. So do you remember I said in there that the bigger timbers for the swings?
yeah.
There's the swing attachments ready for it, for the swings to hang down. So that would be put up in the air and the swing will hang down from it. So some of our play equipment, we make towers of all different heights, and we have different what we call ons and offs, and there's a ladder, so that would be what we call a rung ladder. You can climb up onto a tower. Remember we talked about how they can get hot in the sun. Just put your hand on that. So it's getting warm, isn't it?
Imagine in the summer when it's really warm.
Yeah.
It's been out there all day.
You could put like a massive block of ice on it like that, and it melts.
If you think about the play equipment, if we face it the wrong way, that's going to get really hot, isn't it? Imagine it in June and July and August, when it's so much hotter for longer. And then again, your anti-slip at the top of the slide, because if you imagine you'd be at the top, going down the slide, you don't want to slip and fall off the slide, you want to be able to get on it safely.
Well, what is that part there?
This part here,
Yeah.
so this, I don't think I can do it, but it folds back up this way, and this is the bit that would be the top of the slide here.
So like
So you hold on to it, exactly that. Yeah, perfect. And there's things like the guardrails, and the guys in there were using a sanding machine, weren't they? Yeah. So they just sand the timbers to make them all smooth and make sure there's no splinters.